For years, Ripple was labeled a crypto company, a startup, a disruptor fighting the system from the outside. But behind the scenes, something very different was happening. Ripple wasn't trying to replace banks. It was positioning itself to become part of the banking system itself. In the last few days, that shift became official. Brad Garlinghouse confirmed that Ripple received conditional approval from U.S. regulators to move forward as a federally supervised trust bank. Not a retail bank, not a consumer bank, but something far more strategic. A national trust bank sits at the infrastructure layer: custody, settlement, compliance, the exact functions required to move trillions of dollars quietly and efficiently between institutions. This is the layer where money becomes invisible, where speed, trust, and regulation matter more than branding. This approval did not come suddenly. It was the result of years of legal battles, regulatory cooperation, and positioning. Ripple chose the hard path. While other crypto firms fought regulation, Ripple leaned into it. While others avoided oversight, Ripple invited it. This is why this moment matters. Because you don't grant bank-level approval to a company, you don't trust with the future of financial plumbing. The timing is not random. Ripple's stablecoin RLUSD is nearing full deployment. Stablecoins at scale require something crypto alone cannot provide: trust at the federal level. Custody standards, reserve transparency, direct regulatory oversight. A trust bank structure solves that problem. By operating under a national banking framework, Ripple positions RLUSD as a compliant settlement instrument rather than a risky private token. This is how stablecoins evolve from experiments into infrastructure. And sitting underneath it all is XRP. XRP was never designed to compete with Bitcoin or Ethereum. It was designed to move value between systems that don't trust each other. Banks, payment providers, central banks, tokenized assets, different currencies, different rules. A regulated Ripple with bank-level authority transforms XRP from a speculative asset into a neutral bridge used by institutions that cannot hold each other to HMYS currencies. This is not about price hype. This is about role. When liquidity moves globally, it needs a bridge that is fast, neutral, and compliant. This is the position Ripple has been building toward for over a decade. Central banks do not test monetary infrastructure with unregulated companies, yet Ripple has been involved in CBDC pilots, cross-border settlement trials, and tokenized liquidity experiments around the world. That only happens when trust already exists. The approval signals that Ripple is being treated less like a crypto firm and more like a financial utility, a rail operator, a settlement layer, something governments can plug into without rewriting the entire system. This is also why the announcement was quiet. Infrastructure changes are never marketed loudly. They are implemented first, then revealed once the pipes are already in place. Most people will not notice when the financial system changes. Transactions will simply become faster, cheaper, more efficient, but underneath the rails will be different, and Ripple will be one of them. This does not mean Ripple becomes a traditional bank. There will be no checking accounts, no consumer loans, no branch offices. Instead, Ripple becomes something more powerful. A regulated liquidity hub connecting banks, stablecoins, and digital assets across borders in real time. This is how the Internet of Value is built. Not with memes, not with hype, but with compliance, trust, and infrastructure that institutions can rely on. XRP's role becomes clearer here than ever before. A bridge asset does not need mass retail adoption to be valuable. It needs institutional necessity, and that necessity is forming now. This approval is not the end of the story. It is the green light. As stablecoin regulation tightens, as CBDCs expand, and as tokenized assets move into the trillions, the world will need settlement rails that already exist, already comply, and already work. Ripple is no longer knocking on the door of the financial system. It has been invited inside. And once infrastructure is chosen, it rarely gets replaced. This is the part most people miss. The biggest changes in finance never arrive with fireworks. They arrive quietly, behind regulation, infrastructure, and compliance. By the time the headlines catch up, the system is already in place. That's what LTL Productions exists to track. Not surface-level crypto hype, not recycled headlines, but the real signals. The approvals, the infrastructure moves that tell you where the world is actually heading. If you want to understand XRP, Ripple, the Internet of Value, and the financial system being rebuilt right now, because when the rails are finished and the switch gets flipped, The people who understood it early won't be surprised, they'll be ready.